Hey guys, these are gonna be like anime reviews I haven't done in a while, so give these like a second look type of thing. Uh, and I think this has been what? Um, Lately I've been watching a lot of Gundam. Just some that I overlook because Wing I've seen that enough. I think I will rewatch G Gundam because it's been a minute. But the ones that I haven't really tackled, or the ones I don't think I address on this channel a lot more. Wing, I can do a review of that in my sleep. I love it. There's some good things and bad things, but I do want to address this one and this one. And if you guys hear dogs in the background, they're playing. So I'm gonna let them play for a little bit. But I do want to address Gundam C. Gundam C came out at a weird time because when I saw it, it was on briefly on Cartoon Network. I believe they were going through weird things. It was on Toonami, then it was on their action block at one point, like some action arcade block or whatever, I can't remember. And they were just going back and forth. The one that came out, because a lot of people, there's two dubs out right now. The one that came out years ago was the Ocean dub, the Canadian version. And then they did an HD remaster a couple years back, and they did the English dub. And some voices are good and some are not. I can tell you, some of the changes they did weren't good. Matter of fact, some of the HD version they did have was not very good because I saw some of them on Netflix. And Gundam Seed Destiny, the dub is okay. It's the anime itself. It's just regurgitated from season one. It's not the best. I don't recommend people to watch that. Bland characters and everything like that. I may watch it again. I think I rewatched some of it, but I didn't finish it. But I don't know. We'll go back to that later whenever I get to that point. But let's talk about Gundam C. So Gundam C is a little bit different. So you could say this is like a remake of the Mobile Suit Gundam original, but it's a little more modern, you could say. This one, it focuses on how the war began is the Bloody August. I believe that's what they call it. A space colony got blown up instead of a space colony coming down to Earth, and the Earth Federation versus the Zeon Federation. They go at it. This federation, I think it's called ZAF, I believe. They are trying to get back at the Earth Federation for what they did, shooting nukes at August and blowing it up. And what happens is Earth Federation begins modeling and developing mobile suits. And I like what they did with this one is they took an element from one movie, Stardust, and which it doesn't get a lot of love, which I will talk about that in another video. Is their concept is they had two mobile suits, the Zeon Forces, or I believe they call themselves Neon Zeon. I don't know. This is Stardust. They still a mobile suit with a nuke in it, and the other mobile suit goes back to Earth Federation. They want to steal both, but they couldn't. The other Earth Federation got the other one, and the Zeon Force got the nuke one. And this one is a similar thing without the nuke. They got 4 mobile suits, I believe. Earth Federation got 1. The Zeon or ZAF one got 3. And I like that concept of what they did there. And it started off pretty well. You know, it's pretty much the ZAF people who took the mobile suits are going after the mobile suit to strike and getting their pilot, because come to find out their pilot is a coordinator. Coordinator is like a new type, which they have these abilities where they can pilot mobile suits and telegraph move sets and everything like a superhuman to this level. And they're trying to get him too, once they find out who he is. But, you know, throughout the journey, they can't get him. Stuff happens. Pretty much the story is about Kira and Atherin Zala. More so Atherin, because his father is leading the ZAF forces to pretty much go against the Earth Federation. There's about 40-something episodes, and it started, like I said, started off pretty good, but we get to that low point, and throughout that point, it gets kind of uh, rinse and repeat with the plot. Um, the characters are very likable in here to the point where I can say a hell of a lot more than Destiny, especially when it comes to Kira, Atherin, Kalali, Lacus, even Flay. A lot of people don't like Flay, but I like how Flay was presented in here. I just didn't like how they wrapped her up. Like the way they wrapped her up was kind of quick, and there's a good portion of later on in episodes where Kira and Flay do not meet, and then when they do meet, it's like somebody remember, oh, let's put these guys back together because they're supposed to have their moment, and they never did. It's one of these animes that if you're a Gundam fan, I recommend it. If you're not a fan of it, I don't recommend it. But also, I recommend it due to the characters and the story. Like if I had to give the characters, it's a solid 6, maybe 7, which is not bad. Story starts off good, but it does kind of follow. It follows the same tropes of Gundam, and it's like a solid 7. Um, Animations at time could be good, so I could give that a solid what? If I had to scale it 1 out of 10, maybe what, a 7 too. Overall, the series as a whole is a 7. It's no better than Gundam Wing. I think Gundam Wing is a lot better is because there's a lot more memorable characters. Like you got Hiro Yui, Duro Maxwell, Zex Marquise, Elena Peacegraph. To this day, Elena Peacegraph is one of the best, well-written female characters that's not piling a mobile suit to this day. The way they did a 180 on her character, especially in Wing, and then go into endless wars, perfect. And there's been a lot of characters who try to duplicate that type of role, and it doesn't pan out. Kalali does. I will put Kalali in that situation, but I do remember in season 2, they kind of rid her like an idiot, and it kind of takes away from that. Also, I do remember because in the show, Kalali and it's a blonde hair chick, and Kira are brothers and sisters. Spoiler alert! If you haven't seen the show, the problem is they do so much development, making them like a couple. I can see how fans were pissed off about it because I read a comment, I think it was on Reddit a couple years ago. They're like, "Oh, I was so mad about it." I'm like, "Why are you mad?" After watching, I can safely see it. Like, and I can see why they really developed it. Like, I don't know, it felt like the writer or creator came in like, "Let's make them brother and sister." Everybody's like, well, I wish you would have told me that before we gave them this type of development." And you could clearly see they were trying to lean for Kira and Kalali to have that because at the end they just put Atherin with Kalali. It's the first, like I said, the first half is good. It's just towards we get to that end, there's a lot of things that are very questionable. There's a lot of things they did that make you like, what the hell? But arguably, it's still one of the most enjoyable series out there. Destiny will take a lot for me to go to and watch, but I may be able to since it's on Netflix and stuff like that. I did see the movie. I have some complaints with the movie, and I'll save that for another video. Down the road, we'll see how this one does, and I'll talk about Gundam Mobile Suit C Freedom. We'll talk about that. My issue with Sunrise Monday is if y'all could give us movies for C, cause I don't know, I guess C is very popular over there in Japan, because over here in America, it wasn't that popular. Like, I still don't think it's that popular. Wing is popular as hell. Hell, they did a thing for San Diego Comic Con, that shit had over like 2 million views. So clearly Wing is the most popular one out here next to the original Mobile Suit, which to me, if you want my opinion, the original Mobile Suit should be remade. Like somebody asked me one that needs to be remade, it's the original Mobile Suit. They did Char's Origins, but I was like, just remake the original Mobile Suit. Clearly you guys can do it. Just do it. Like, just stop wasting our time. Stop with this Witch Mercury and all this extra stuff, which is nobody's asking for that. Give the OGs what they want. Remake the original Mobile Suit Gundam. That's what we really want. But just make sure you have good, competent writers. I will talk about Mobile Suit Gundam Iron Blood Orphans, because that's one I haven't talked about. And I'll talk about that in the next video. But as always, guys, Like, subscribe, peace. Have a Johnson day. Comment below and let me know what you guys think of this, and I'll see you guys next video.